Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Thai Legend. Today on Extraordinary, imagine a world where your own body becomes a medical marvel and you're left in the dark, stripped of your rights. Today, we uncover the story of a woman whose cells changed the world, but at what cost, and what can you learn from the hidden price she paid? A single chipped red nail, that's where her story begins and ends. You might think you know what matters in life. Your achievements, your degrees, your carefully curated LinkedIn profile. But Henrietta Lacks will make you question everything you believe about value, dignity, and the invisible contributions that truly change the world. Picture a young black woman in rural Virginia dancing between tobacco rows when everyone else is working. Loretta Pleasant, later Henrietta Lacks, wasn't meant to blend in. She was loud, bright, impossible to ignore. Her family remembers her laugh, a sound that could cut through the hardest silence, that could make joy bloom in the driest fields. When others saw labor, she saw possibility. When others saw limitations, she saw dance. You might recognize that spark, the part of you that refuses to be contained, that sees magic where others see mundane. Henrietta's oddness wasn't a flaw, it was her superpower. In 1951, Baltimore's Johns Hopkins Hospital represented both hope and horror for black patients. Segregated wards, unequal treatment, a medical system that saw bodies, not humans. Henrietta discovered a knot in her cervix, a small, seemingly insignificant detail that would alter medical history forever. She was a mother of 5, a wife, a woman with dreams larger than the constraints of her time. But in that hospital, she became something else, a resource. The doctors didn't ask, they didn't explain, they simply took. Her cells, unlike any seen before, would multiply with a ferocity that would shock the scientific world. An immortal legacy born from a moment of profound violation. Imagine your most personal, intimate part of yourself being taken without consent, studied, distributed, profited from, while you remain unknown, uncompensated, unacknowledged. This was Henrietta's reality. Her cells, labeled HeLa, the first 2 letters of her name, would become the foundation of modern medicine. Vaccines, cancer research, AIDS treatments, space exploration experiments. Millions of lives saved, billions in medical advancements, and her family, they couldn't even afford health insurance. In sterile laboratories, researchers stared in wonder at cells that defied every scientific expectation. Rapid multiplication, unprecedented resilience, a biological miracle emerging from a body society had deemed disposable. You might recognize this moment, when systems reduce humans to data points, when potential is seen, but humanity is overlooked. Henrietta's cells didn't just multiply, they screamed a truth the world wasn't ready to hear. Genius is not the exclusive domain of the privileged. Innovation does not ask for permission, it simply exists. Her body was failing, cancer consuming her with the same intensity her cells would soon consume scientific understanding. But even in weakness, Henrietta's spirit remained unbroken. Quiet moments with her children, stolen laughs, memories being created, even as her physical self was being systematically dismantled by disease and medical exploitation. A question that is both deeply personal and universally profound. If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint, turned setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. Science has always been a double-edged sword, a tool of discovery that can simultaneously illuminate and obscure. Henrietta's cells became that perfect metaphor, a biological miracle emerging from a profound injustice. By 1951, her HeLa cells had become the most important tool in medicine. They traveled to labs worldwide, multiplied in petri dishes, became the foundation of countless medical breakthroughs. Polio vaccines, cancer treatments, HIV research, space exploration experiments. Millions saved, billions generated, and her family, they knew nothing. 22 years passed before Henrietta's family learned about the cells. Imagine discovering that your mother's body had been transformed into a global scientific resource without anyone's consent, that her most intimate biological material was now a commodity. Her children faced a brutal truth. Their mother was everywhere and nowhere, immortal in scientific circles, forgotten in her own community. In 2013, something remarkable happened. The scientific community could no longer ignore the ethical void surrounding Henrietta's story. Her genome had been published online without family consent. The world was forced to confront a painful legacy of medical racism and exploitation. Here's where your life intersects with Henrietta's story. You might think this is just historical context. It's not. It's a mirror reflecting how you value human dignity. Every time you reduce someone to their utility, you participate in the same system that took Henrietta's cells. Every time you see a person as a means to an end, you perpetuate a cycle of dehumanization. Your challenge: see beyond someone's immediate value. Recognize the full humanity in every interaction. In 2023, a profound moment of justice emerged. Thermo Fisher Scientific, a company that had profited from HeLa cells for decades, reached a settlement with the Lacks family. Not just monetary compensation, but a recognition of her fundamental human dignity. The World Health Organization appointed Lacks family members as goodwill ambassadors for cervical cancer elimination. Her cells, once stolen, now became a platform for empowerment. Remember that chipped red nail, the one that began our story. It's more than a symbol, it's a testament. A testament that your worth is not determined by what others can extract from you. Your legacy is defined by the humanity you insist upon, even when the world tries to reduce you to something less. Henrietta Lacks didn't just contribute to science. She challenged an entire system's understanding of human value. So here's your call to action. The next time you encounter a system, an institution, a relationship that seeks to minimize human complexity, remember Henrietta. Push back, demand recognition. See the full, complicated, beautiful humanity in every person you encounter. Her cells changed the world. Your awareness can transform it. One red nail, one extraordinary life, infinite possibility. On the next episode of Extraordinary, imagine tumbling from the sky, your world shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces. After exploring Henrietta's heartbreaking journey, you'll meet someone who did just that. Julian Koch, a young woman who fell 10,000 feet into the unforgiving Amazon rainforest. Her miraculous survival story is a testament to resilience and the power of knowledge, as she battles injuries, wildlife, and despair for 11 harrowing days. But what made this teenager fight with every fiber of her being? And how did her mother's haunting last words echo through her ordeal? Prepare yourself for another incredible tale of survival next week. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.